everyone, this is Cheryl with Architect Destiny. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today for another video. It is way overdue, but I am going to be doing a flip through of my September pages in my Wonderland 222 A5 all-in-one planner. And as you can see, I do have her in a cover at the moment. I felt like it was fall, all the fall vibes, all the fall colors, the fall feels, and I thought it is time to pull out my absolutely stunning Aura Estelle tweed in the brown and use that. So I am really enjoying having my planner in this cover. I think it's just so pretty. And there's just so much space for my planner to be fluffy and full. And yeah, I am just, I'm really liking it. I love the snap closure, and all the pockets are very similar to what I'm used to with my Hobonichi covers. So I'm pretty much using them the same way. I haven't switched out anything here. Have all my same stuff in the back. My little Jib and Techo pouch, and in the back pocket, secretarial pocket, I have my weather stencil and my happy faces and some paperwork that I need to keep track of. So yeah, this is what we're doing right now. And it has this little clip that really, for me, it's a kind of an ollie clip type of magnetic clip that has the tweed button on the front and the leather button on the back. And I've just been using it kind of decoratively, just right there on the front. I think it's a little bit too bulky to try to use it in the planner to like clip pages together or anything like that. So we just have it here just for decoration. So yeah, that is my planner. This is how she's looking. She's very chunky, and yeah. Let's go ahead right now and jump into September, and I'll just show you what my habit tracker looked like for September. My color of the month was this really pretty blue, kind of it's not really a Carolina blue. It's more a little darker than that, I think, but it's really pretty blue. And I just kind of accessorized the page with this stationery sticker. It's a pencil jar, and it came in a pack of stationery themed stickers from Hobby Lobby that I've had for quite a while. And so I'm just kind of trying to use up the rest of the stickers in this set. And yeah, this is kind of how my habit tracker was looking for the month. And then we will go over to the monthly. And I'm just going to tuck this back here out of the way. That's usually what I do when I'm writing in my planner. I just tuck the little snap closure back behind the pages. And I think we are pretty well centered. Yeah, so for the month, you can see there's a lot of open space in the monthly spread, and that I never complain about that. So that's perfectly fine with me. But I did have some priorities here. At least I call them priorities. Evidently, they're not that much of a priority because I didn't check any of them off. And as I'm looking through the list, they are pretty much like long-term kinds of things or longer term. And so I put them here mainly just to kind of keep them in front of me. Not that they were things that had to be done for the month. And so, whether it was just lack of motivation or just focusing on other things, I didn't really get around to these. And like I said, that's okay. So this spread is fairly minimal considering how, some of my other spreads look as far as stickers. But I just wanted to kind of try that in September and just kind of do the bare minimum. I do have a couple of decorative stickers and Labor Day sticker, and of course my football stickers that mark my son's football games. And then, just your typical stuff. I don't do anything different, guys. I'm a creature of habit. I've kind of found what works for me, and I stick with it until it stops working for me as far as this planner is concerned. So everything that I'm doing, I've been doing since the beginning. Just marking all of my day and time specific events and meetings and activities, marking bills and birthdays and anniversaries and things that I want to keep note of that may or may not impact me directly. I write them in blue ink in this little top colored space, shaded space at the top of the box. Keep track of paydays, and anytime something is rescheduled or canceled or I just don't do it, I typically will mark it out in red ink. So that's how my monthlies work. And yeah, I don't think there's anything too outstanding about the things that I was doing during the month. Let's see. Was this? Was this when my mom had her wrist surgery? I don't think so. I'm trying to remember why I went to see my mom and stayed for so long. It had to be. It had to be because I did stay for most of the week. So I think this is when my mom had her wrist surgery. She did break her right wrist a few weeks back, and she's doing really great now. So for all of you who made comments about that and wished her well, thank you so much for your kindness, and she is doing great. She's doing really well. So she's got the cast off now, and she's wearing a brace that allows her more, flexibility as far as using her hand and so forth. So she's recovering very well. She's doing physical therapy and stuff now for the next few weeks. But yeah, everything went well. So thank you for the well wishes. Okay, so let's go on into the weeklies. And I'm still doing these the same way as well. I kind of went through a spell or a phase where, I was just doing, a lot of white space. If there wasn't anything to write there, then there wasn't anything to write, and I wasn't bothered by it at all. But as you can see on this spread, it looks very full because I did kind of take the liberty of using some stationery theme stickers to fill in the blank spaces. I just felt like doing it this week, and maybe some other weeks we'll see as well. I don't know. I just felt like using stickers, and so I did. I just kind of go with how I feel. It's not like a, hard and fast rule about, to use stickers or not to use stickers. So, yeah, I did use quite a few decorative stickers in this weekly spread. I'm still loving marking my bills with these stickers. I think they're really cute, and I like the fact that I can write the name of the bill and the amount, and there's a little checkbox to check it off once it's been paid. So I'm really enjoying those still. My sidebar remains the same. Things that I want to get done, tasks that I want to get done during the week if I have time, but I don't need to do them on a certain day. They go on this list. This is my meal plan for the week. These are just like miscellaneous random things that I need to buy. And these are things that I'm waiting on, whether it's, a refund for something that I returned, or an order that I'm waiting to be delivered, or whether I'm waiting for some correspondence from someone, or just whatever it is. This is just to keep things on my radar so I don't lose track of them during the course of life. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the sidebar. I'm still using the bottom the same way to track the shows that I'm watching on TV and my movement, my daily movement. And I do try to move my body 4 to 5 times a week for 30 minutes. That's kind of my weekly goal, 4 to 5 times a week. Did I say that? Yes. 4 to 5 times a week for 30 minutes per day is my goal. And I was doing pretty well in September. When we get to October, but anyway, we won't talk about that till we get there. But for the month of September, I felt like I did really well. So yeah, this is the second week. And again, I just added a few decorative stickers to fill in the blank spaces. And yeah, this is what we're doing. I don't really have a lot of new things to say about my spreads. They're pretty much all the same. So we're just kind of flipping through here just for the sake of you, hopefully getting some ideas about how you want to use your vertical weeklies. But yeah, there's really nothing different about how I've been planning. So this is the second week of September, third week of September. Yeah, still using some decorative stickers. These Starbucks stickers, I wish I had them with me because I'm bringing this up and I don't have them. But I will, if I can remember when I'm editing the video, I will put up at the top where I got these Starbucks coffee stickers. I hope it's focusing for you. Those are so cute. I thought those would be fun to use to mark days when I decide to go to Starbucks and spend a few hours working instead of working in my home office. Because, you know, I am a homebody and I do like working remotely, but sometimes it's just good to get out of the, you know, ordinary and do something a little different. So I decided on Wednesdays that I was going to go spend a few hours at Starbucks and work. And I have been enjoying it. I really have. So I think I'm going to continue that. This was a big home game that we had that my cousin James, he's like the tailgate master. So there's a huge tailgate here and then the game on this particular Saturday. And it was my son's first game back since his ACL surgery. And he thought he was going to get to play, but then his athletic director said, let's wait another week. Want to make sure you're absolutely positively 100%. So he was disappointed. We were disappointed. But man, when he came back the next game, he was balling. It was awesome. So it was still fun to tailgate and go watch the game. We did not win, but it was still a good time. So yeah. This week I really liked because I used these washi tape stickers for my headers in the sidebar, and I thought that was just a really cute look. I really enjoy using these. These came from Stationery Pal. I'm sure I've said that a million times. This is the week that I did go take care of my mom after her surgery, and she had an ortho appointment this morning as a follow-up to that. And yeah, it was a pretty full week because I was busy doing things with my mom and trying to work at the same time. So yeah, I really liked the way this week turned out. And then this is the September review page, and I'm still journaling about the same things. What I'm watching on TV as far as shows, what I'm reading, what I'm listening to, and big wins. And so also the categories are work, family, health and wellness, social, and spiritual. And so, yeah, I just kind of go back to my dailies and kind of just review them and make note of things that were happening in these categories. And this is just kind of a summary of the way the month of September was. And as you can see, I now have printed out my pictures that I wanted to put on this page for each month. And these are all pictures of various places in Europe. Many of them are like on the Amalfi Coast. That's just one of my favorite places to, I've never been there, but I just think it's so beautiful just from the pictures I've seen. And it's definitely on my bucket list. You know, places on the coast of Italy and Greece and different places. So I printed off a bunch of pictures and I put them on this overview page in my planner because I don't use this page. And so it's just a nice place for some decoration, some inspiration. So that's how I'm using this page now. So that is my habit tracker, my monthly, my weeklies, my review, and then we will flip over to the dailies. And again, there's nothing new here. I'm still using the 3 days per page format because that will afford me enough pages to finish out the year in these pages. So yeah, I'm still doing that. I'm still just kind of stamping the date here with my date stamp. I am tracking the weather and the high-low temperature, the things that I eat during the day, if I have a snack before brunch or not. So I have breakfast, brunch, or lunch. Snack, brunch, or lunch, snack, dinner, snack. That's what I have in this section here, and I just write down what I've eaten for the day. This is where I'm tracking my water, and each mark signifies 20 ounces of water. So my goal is to drink between 100 and 120 ounces a day. Some days I reach that goal, some days I don't, but I do much, much better than I used to. I drink a ton more water than I used to. And then this is just a reflection for the day. So that's how my dailies are going. And if I do get 120 ounces in a day, I give myself a happy face. So you may see a couple of those in here, probably not very many. This is my husband's birthday, so I have a little happy birthday babe right here to celebrate him. And then this was Labor Day. So I just did a little hand lettering and some little star stickers to signify that. And just tracking all the same things and writing reflections. And obviously something good happened this day. Oh, I guess this was a very productive day. I see I was doing a whole bunch. I was doing a lot this day. Like people say, you're doing too much. I was doing too much this day. So I gave myself a happy face because I was being really productive with chores and just different things I wanted to get done. Here is another day that I drank 120 ounces of water. And you notice that I'm using some washi day stickers. Can I use any back here? Yeah, I use some here as well. And this is like a roll of washi tape. And you just kind of cut it in between each day and put them down like stickers. And so I have like 2 or 3 rolls of washi tape with the days of the week. So I've been using those. And it's been making my dailies really fun to use and just adding that little different touch. So this is another roll here, and I really like these. This is kind of your journaling style with kind of this big hand lettering style here. So I think these are really cute. So I've really been enjoying that. And here is another day when I drank 120 ounces of water. So you can see, like I said, few and far between, but I do reward myself when I do it. And then, yeah, this is the last full week. As you can see here, I'm not doing well with the water at all. 60, 60, 40, 40, 80, 40. Yeah, I can't remember what was happening this week, but I did not do very well with the water. What was happening that week? It might have been when I was at my mom's. It was. Yeah. My mom uses water bottles because something is going on with the tap water right now. And so I just felt guilty about like drinking so many water bottles because I actually like our tap water at my home. I'll go fill up my cup from the sink because I like the way the water tastes and it's fine. I mean, we have one of those refrigerators that have the filtered water as well, but I like room temperature water and I like the taste of our tap water. So that's what I do most of the time. I couldn't do that at my mom's because right now she's not drinking the tap water. And so I just felt guilty about drinking so many water bottles a day. And so she probably, if I had said that in front of her, she would be like, girl, drink that water. So I didn't say that. But yeah, I drank less water this week because I was with her and I didn't want to drink up all the water bottles. So anyway, yeah, so I mean, that's it, guys. That's the flip through of September in my planner. And yeah, nothing new under the sun, but I did want to put this out here for you guys. I am not filming a lot right now, and I don't know. I think maybe I'm just getting a little, I can't think of my word right now. I'm just not very inspired right now to film because I feel like I'm filming the same content all the time. So I think once I get my new planner for next year and I share kind of my planner haul with you and setup video and we get into that, doing something different, I think maybe the inspiration will come back to me to film more regularly. But right now I'm just feeling like I film, you know, flip throughs and playing with me's and flip throughs and playing with me's and yada yada. If anybody who's wondering why I've not been filming more than a couple times a month, that's why. But I did want, like I said, I did want to get this out here for you guys. If you enjoyed it, I'm glad. And hopefully, you know, you'll give me a thumbs up on the video. And if you enjoy my content, and I hope you do, that you'll subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me for a few minutes as we kind of went through my September pages. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.